I think the most I've probably had in a day is like 15 quick visits back to back to back to back. It's like
Wow.
sometimes it's like a McDonald's drive-through, but I love it. I love it.
Thank you for joining me on In the Thick of It. I'm Amanda Thickk, and today I'm sitting across from an AVN nominated, XBIZ nominated, worked with all the professional BBW companies, one of my dear friends in the adult industry, Ash Lauren.
Ash Lauren.
I can't believe I hadn't seen you in like 2 years.
I know it's been forever, but you look amazing.
You're smoking hot.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
Zoom
Thank
in.
you.
I was like, whoa. Now, I'm just going to bring it up because you've lost a lot of weight.
I have, yeah.
So what you lost weight first, and then I remember
Yeah.
you got a surgery to kind of accelerate.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started probably about 2 years ago, and I was just like one day, like I felt like my back rolls were getting so big. I was in the shower. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to lose weight. So
There may or may not be a few of us who relate.
yes,
I'm just
very
saying.
relatable, very relatable. So I just wasn't feeling good anymore. And I noticed that I was kind of falling into a little bit of a depression over it. I was like starting to get body dysmorphia. I just wasn't feeling okay. So I started on keto. So I was on keto for like 6 months. And then I'm not going to lie, I was an Ozempic girly. I was taking Ozempic.
For how long did you take it?
6 months.
Okay.
Love it. It was so good for me. It helped me tremendously. I was using it more so for like the food noise. I was always starving. And so one of the girls actually in the industry was like, "Hey, you should try Ozempic." And I was like, "Heck yeah, sounds good." Okay. So within 6 months, I had lost about 50 pounds. And then I had booked my tummy tuck surgery. So back in October, I recently did the tummy tuck, muscle repair, fat transfer, BBL, lipo 360. And then what I haven't really revealed yet, which I think people are going to start to notice throughout like my new content, I got my kitty done. So
Seriously?
yeah. So
What? Okay, but like, what needed to be changed about Kitty? What was Kitty sad? What was going on?
okay, so backstory. I had a really long labia and I
I've
hated
heard
it
this before, but you were already performing. It was already out
for 5
there.
years.
But it didn't.
5 years.
But it didn't bother you before.
It did, but I was confident with it. I was
Okay.
like, this is what I was born with. This is the cards I've been dealt. We're just gonna throw it out there, right?
Okay.
So it was just very uncomfortable having sex. Like I felt like I always had to be extra lubed up, extra wet. Like there was just too much down there going on. So
Really? But wouldn't it make it feel better in its own way? But for you, it's more friction.
It's more friction, yeah. Like
Okay.
even just being in like a thong and like shorts, it was rubbing all over the place. It was like a lot of,
Really?
yeah, it was just too much for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to the Dominican Republic where I'm having my surgery, and one of the girls in the recovery house, she's like, "Listen, there's a doctor that works with our doctor and he does labiaplasty." And I'm like, "Give me his number right now, whatever." So I was originally supposed to do my double chin, liposuction, little neck lift. I took all that out and I'm like, do my vagina, do the kitty, do the kitty. So I hadn't met him. I went the next day. I met him. I paid the money. And then the next day was my surgery. So they put me under and I woke up and I have like this lifted up, cut off, like, oh my God. It's pretty now though. I'm in love with it.
Do you just want to show it off everywhere
To the
now?
world,
Like,
to
come
the
on,
world.
let's everybody
Yes,
see it.
yes, I do. It's been like, I think overall, like, Finding all the surgeries was probably a bad idea. Like, there was way too much trauma on
But
my
you did a whole
body.
you did all those at the same time?
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, girl, I'm already under. Like, just cut it off. It's not a big
I thought they
deal.
would limit it though, because I reached out to that same doctor because I know that you went to him
Yep,
and Omaya, I believe,
yep,
also did because I saw all of her recovery stuff.
yep.
So I reached out because I wanted some information, and they were
Yeah.
like, you can do this or this and this, but like you can't do
Uh-huh.
it all at the same time.
Right. So I think he'll limit like tummy tuck, muscle repair, BBL, or you can do the boobs. I
Right.
think that's kind of because he's still an extremely safe doctor.
Right.
But I think that's what it was. Like he wouldn't
sounds
do the
right.
boobs, yeah, at the
Yeah.
same time. But because I took away the double chin and like I guess because my BMI was like right there where I was still kind of like not in the healthy zone, but I was healthier. So they were willing to do it. And so I was already under and yeah, it was now what I did out BBL, you're not supposed to sit on your ass. I was able to sit on my ass because I've got a tummy tuck. So I had no choice but to sit on my ass. And I didn't think about getting my kitty done at the same time was going to be tremendously painful. So yeah,
Oh.
I would say that's probably like the most pain out of like all the procedures I had
Wait,
done.
so Kitty was done at the same time as the other two.
Yeah.
So the whole region of your body was just
yeah.
wrecked. Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then 2 weeks after I got E. coli. So that was like, it set me back. Like I was almost like fully closed up. Scar was almost fully closed. I was like in my faja and everything. I felt really good. And then I got E. coli. So I was in the hospital there for 4 days, which was awful. Awful.
Whoa.
Yeah.
E. coli is like bacterial infection. All
Yeah.
the things. Okay.
I was sick. Very sick. I got to the hospital and I just blacked out, passed out in front of the hospital. I wake up and I'm in the hospital bed. I can't believe I'm about to tell the world this, but I shit myself. Like fully blacked out, full shit myself all the way down my sweatpants. So then I'm in the hospital for 4 days with no pants. And I'm there by myself, so I don't know anybody.
I was just going to ask, did anybody go with you for any of this?
No.
No.
I went by myself. I met some really good friends while I was in the recovery house.
Okay.
One of them, shout out Brittany, I love her. She is the one that actually took me to the hospital, came with me in the Uber and helped me out. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, girl. It was crazy.
Wow.
But I feel amazing now. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm back to shooting, back to work.
Are there any other surgeries you're trying to check off the list before? Yeah. Do you think it's addicting?
It's addicting.
Okay.
It's addicting.
That's a little bit what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's addicting. And I'm not going to lie, I have like the worst body dysmorphia now. Like I was shooting with Gibby the Clown 2 days ago, and the position that he had me in, I'm staring at myself in a mirror and I'm looking at certain parts of my body and certain things in my face. And I'm like, oh, I'm calling my doctor tomorrow. Like I need another surgery.
So you don't look at it and be like, oh, it's hot. Like that doesn't.
I do, like I love the way I look, but I know I can look so much better, and that's what's killing me.
See, that's how I feel too. Like I know I could look better because I have. Like the other day, my child texted me and was like, "Send me a picture of you when you were in your prime." And at first I was like, "You little fucker!" Like what a jerk. Of course, I'm raising him. It's my fault.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, is that now or was that in my 30s? Was that in my 20s? So I started digging through pictures. And I've been this size before when I was younger, and then I lost a bunch of weight and got down to like a size 10, right? I'm like a 14, 16 now. So I lost a lot of weight. I kept it off for like 10 years.
Okay.
Kid 1 gained a ton, took it off. Kid 2 gained a ton, didn't take it off. And so I've seen my body at different sizes. So in my mind, it's the same thing. I know I can look better.
Right.
But I'm not mad at how I look now either. It's
That's
just,
yeah.
it's like, yeah, but I'm not getting any younger. Like, why don't I
Right.
clean this up now?
Yeah.
Because I want to lose weight too, but like when I see my content, there's certain ways in certain positions, I'm like, that is hot as shit. I
I
love
know.
this.
I
But
know.
then there's that belly roll.
Mhm.
So like,
I feel that.
I'm
I
not
do.
exempt from like seeing the same thing. So I looked at the
Right.
same doctor and I just haven't made a decision. Because it's like, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for me? Like if I'm alone in sweatpants doing nothing, am I going to care if I've got this
Right.
or am I going
Right.
to want it off? But I haven't made a decision, but I know where I'm going to go when I do. But that's why I wonder like if it's addicting, I don't want to get addicted either.
Yeah, I mean, I it's addicting. There's no
There's
other
no
way
way
I
around
can
it.
put it. Yeah, it's addicting. It really
How
is.
do people afford to do this though? Like on some real shit, that's a lot of surgeries. That's expensive.
It is very expensive. I mean, going to the Dominican Republic was way cheaper. I
Oh, it's way more
paid
affordable than the States.
holy, like, you've probably like got a quote from the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's way cheaper. I mean, they wanted starting 30,000 in the States. I'm like,
That shit
no.
crazy.
Yeah. And they don't contour the body the way that I want my body to look. I feel like girls in the States, they come out really boxy and they don't really portray a good image of,
You want the
the
curves.
hourglass, the curves. You feel me? So
Yes.
like, I don't know. I'm very I'm really what's the word I'm looking for? Supportive of girls that want to go out of the country. It is scary. But you go with a good doctor, you have a good recovery house, you're good to go.
Yeah. But when you were younger, you were fit and you were lean. You were an athlete, right?
Ish, yes,
Ish.
ish. Okay, you did some
I did
research,
some
I
research.
think.
But
Okay.
then, like, so when you put on weight, I mean, because you made a career out of being a BBW.
Sure did.
So
Yeah.
you still had to have some confidence behind you. So, like, what was it like between this? I'm getting all this validation outwardly of like how I look and everybody likes this and I'm willing to put it on display
Right.
versus, but I knew a different body before and now I want to change it. Like, what's that like in your head?
Uh, you know, I don't even know how to explain it because I growing up I was super fit. Like I went through stages, right? Where I was always chunky, I was always big breasted, I was always like big boned, but I was cheerleading, I was playing football, I was playing basketball, so I was pretty active and pretty fit. And then there was a point in time where I fell into deep depression. That's when I started getting panic disorder and anxiety and all sorts of shit. So,
Mm.
after that was when I started gaining a lot of weight. And I, to be honest with you, never wanted to be like that. I never wanted to be BBW. I never wanted to be fat. I never wanted to be, it was just, there was so much addiction with food and with, feeling better through food. And um, I regret it so much. I really do. Cause it's not like I never wanted to be like that. My biggest was 300 pounds. And it's crazy because in the moment, I never realized how big I was and how unhealthy I was. So it really didn't even bother me. And it's almost like I put these things at the back of my head and I'm just focusing on money. I'm just focusing on content. I'm focusing on pushing myself forward and the grind. And, you don't really, I never took a minute to be like, oh my God, I need to stop and get healthy. So it just kept going and kept going. And it would be like McDonald's twice a day, KFC twice a day, whatever the frig I wanted to eat. Like it was super bad. It was really bad.
Well, then how have you quieted the food noise? And if anybody who doesn't understand what that means, if you struggle with this, you do understand what that means. But you're constantly thinking about food. You're
Yes.
thinking about the next meal. What am I going to make for dinner? I just had this. Like there's always chatter about food in
Yes.
your head.
Yes.
But you said Ozempic helped with that. But then you're
So
not taking
much.
it now.
I'm not on Ozempic, I'm on peptides.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
helping with the food noise?
So much, so much.
Okay.
So I'm on retatrutide, a very small dose, so it helps with like metabolism, it helps with the food noise, it helps with like gut support, stuff like that. So it's still a GLP-1, so it's very, very similar to Ozempic. It just has an extra additive in it. And then I'm on what they call a close stack, which is for other peptides that are helping me with like my collagen, reproduction, muscle rejuvenation. None of these are FDA approved, by the way, so I might be in a casket tomorrow. We'll see. But overall, like I feel so good. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and just is what it is. I just look back and I'm like, fuck, why? Why did I let myself go like that? But it's all right. We're back in action, baby. We're back in
Yeah.
action.
I've actually been working with a coach myself. Like it's
Amazing.
yeah, because the thing is, like, this is the annoying part. I have a background in nutrition. I was like practically married to a trainer for 10 years. Like, I actually know my
What?
shit when it comes to
Yeah.
weight loss, and I've done it enough times where I really know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just won't do it. And that's the part where I'm like, I need somebody to kick my ass a little bit.
Yep.
Shout out to Tabitha out there. Like, it's Bobby's Nutrition. And so it's all about like the emotional stuff. And so I've been digging into that. So like that's kind of, so I have gained weight, which like on the plus side, I'm like, oh, they look better than ever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to get uncomfortable though.
Right.
It's not even about how I look because like I'm
Hot
fine.
as shit. Yeah. Hot as shit.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I want to be more comfortable.
Got it.
And I need to like, I actually like doing certain things like at the gym. This is going to sound weird. Lunges, squats, things that everybody hates. I actually like
You like it. Okay.
I know. It's like, I don't know what kind of weird gene I have, but like,
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going to the gym and stuff too?
6 days a week. Yeah.
Whoa.
But what I'm going to say is that the fitness, the healthy eating, the new journey, the following all this stuff, it starts here. You have to have it mentally implanted in your brain. I'm going to start and I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Of course, I can jump in the gym 6 days a week and just give a lazy workout or just, eat kind of healthy or whatever. And like, but there's so much dedication and perseverance and so many things that you have to sacrifice,
Yeah.
So if you want to do it, sis, do it. I'm full support. And I've got so many like little tips and tricks and like
I'm down.
good meals.
me.
Yeah. I'll have to
Well,
send you some stuff.
One of the things that I've noticed about myself is that, and I remember hearing you say that you don't like cooking, right?
Hate.
And I'm the same way. I hate cooking. And one of the things I've learned in the coaching that I've been going through is that I'm kind of a giant child,
Okay.
right? Where it's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
Like, think of the vibe of like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like this adult version of me that's like
Yeah.
needs to take charge. So that's kind of what I'm
Well,
working
how do
on.
you balance that having 2 kids?
Oh, it's brutal.
Don't you
It's
have to
terrible.
cook?
I have to, yes. And I hate it.
Yeah,
Like my least favorite words in the whole world is like, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care what's for dinner.
Yeah. Well, so I'll tell you, I've been ordering Factor meals. I don't know if you know what Factor
Yeah.
is. And they're amazing. They're
Okay.
super healthy. They're like delicious.
We need a sponsorship.
I'm
Let's go.
telling you, Factor. I love it. They're
That's
so good.
cool.
And you just pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes. You can get like anything you want, all sorts of fish and like meats, and it's really good. So I've been doing Charisma DeLuca, and I have been on that for like 3 weeks now because
Okay.
she's on the fitness journey with me as well. And I push her and she pushes me. And yeah.
But she
Factor's
still lives in
amazing.
Baltimore, right?
She does.
And you're in
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yep. But
Okay.
for the last like 2 months, she's been at my house. Can't get rid of her, but I don't want to.
I was just in New York. I should have come out. Wait, no, I think you were in Vegas when I was in New York just now.
It was like as
We
I
just
was
passed through.
leaving.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but so kind of going back to, you're doing all of these things.
Yeah.
Now, I know that everything you're talking about is expensive, and porn just doesn't pay. So I kind of want to segue into like the real work that you do. Like, yes, you're an
Absolutely.
adult performer, AVN nominated, XBIZ nominated, all these things. So you like, you have a reputation, and you have like clout.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of what your income comes from is escorting,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So did that go hand in hand? Was one coming before the other? Like, how did you get into that, and like, why?
So I started originally with OnlyFans, and the way that I even got into the industry was through video games. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, so and that's the reason why I ended up getting the whole gaming tattoo sleeve, was because gaming has always been like a huge part of my life. So I originally started through video games. I had like little sugar daddies, guys that were like, "Oh, she's so cute. She's a gamer girl. Let me send her money." Um, and then it OnlyFans started, right? So I had all these guys like, "Why aren't you on OnlyFans?" And I'm like, "All right, let me get on." And so I start with like this little $75 a month, like nobody knew what they were doing when OnlyFans started. And then I got in with BBW Highway. That was my first 2 shoots.
By the way, guys, go
And
back and check that episode. Ken was just
oh.
on here for BBW Highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was just
yeah, you
here.
were telling me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, those were my first 2 shoots, and then it was like all of a sudden I was blowing up, and all these people are asking me about escorting. Like, "Do you meet up? Can I see you in person?" And I'm like, "What is escorting? Like, am I about to be a prostitute? Like, really?" And then I started learning a little bit, did a little research, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm for this." So, but I didn't know where to start. Like that was one thing about me starting in the industry, was like I was always trying to figure out things on my own versus just asking for help. But
Why?
I don't know. This
Too
industry,
prideful.
that too, but this industry is just so cutthroat, and everybody's just for themselves. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. So I ended up flying to Atlanta like a few weeks later, and there was a girl out there that was like, "Hey, you should come to Brooklyn. Like, I have a place I can put you on, blah, blah, blah." And next day, I was on the flight to Brooklyn, got to her place, unpacked a little bit, and she told me like a 10-minute spiel of like, "You're going to do this, this, and this." And I'm like, "All right, got it." Like,
Why Brooklyn?
because she was in Brooklyn. And
Okay.
so she was making good money out there, whatever the case
And
is.
people just go to her?
And people go to her.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So she had this little spare room, and I'm just hanging out, and I'm posting these ads, and I'm posting these pictures, and I'm like, all of a sudden my phone's ringing, 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 and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I go into her room, and I'm like, okay, I think I have a client coming. Like, I don't even know what this means, but like, let's get
Really?
this money. Yeah.
Wow. Wait, was she
Yeah.
kind of like a madam though? Was she taking a cut?
Ish.
Ish?
So at
Ish?
that point, yeah,
Okay.
I would pay her $20 per date.
Oh,
So
that's
if I was
nothing.
right, so if I'm with him for 15 minutes, she gets 20. If I'm with him for 4 hours, she still gets 20. And to be honest, I was at that point I had moved in with her. Like I was full
Wow.
on. I was there for like 3 months. I never went back to Florida. It was crazy.
Wow. I mean, it's
Yes.
kind of amazing that she would teach you like that and not even really demand more money from you.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then it ended up like I was so busy, I was paying her rent. Like between the little $20 that were adding up here and there, it was like she was financially free as far as rent went. So it worked out. It worked out. We're no longer friends because that was just like a weird situation. So I ended up leaving. I went and got my own place. Did like an Airbnb for a month or whatever, and then I found this other little Airbnb. I went there. It was in East New York, and if you don't know Brooklyn, East New York is like the worst place to be. Ghetto, hood, dangerous, just a big no-no.
Okay.
So, and I didn't know because I never lived in
Don't know
Brooklyn
the
before.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, this is affordable. I can do this Airbnb. And so when I like kind of moved in there, you know, fully furnished, um, I was just so busy nonstop and nonstop and nonstop
And
and
they didn't have a
nonstop.
problem coming to a shitty neighborhood.
No, not
Really?
at all. This is Brooklyn, baby. We're talking about New York City. We're talking about gangsters. We're talking about thugs. We're talking about the most ghetto. Like
Your
they
clients?
just oh God, at that
Whoa!
time, yeah, super,
That's
super.
terrifying.
It was, you know, it was terrifying, but I've always been protected in the sense of like I have cameras all over the place. I have what I need to protect me all over the place. And I'm in my own space. You know, I've never worked out of a hotel, will not catch me in a hotel unless I'm traveling and I have no choice. And when I'm traveling, I only take big bucks anyway. Like I'm not settling for what I would do in Brooklyn because I'm at home, you know?
Right.
And so I have two different price ranges that I go with, and I still see my little gangsters and my thugs, and I love them. They're so good. And what I will say is that there's no fucking men like Brooklyn men. They are sexy. They just know how to manhandle a pretty girl, like a thicker girl. And oh, I just oh
Okay, as you're saying that, I'm having a memory. I lost my virginity in Brooklyn. Yes,
What?
I did. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Okay, okay. Was he black?
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
It's funny. So he was my first.
Uh-huh.
Dated for 3 years.
Holy.
Yeah, um, we would have sex for like 4 or 5 hours, and I thought that was normal. That was my first experience. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, 4 or 5
You
hours.
didn't realize when you were watching porn that it's only like
I
25
didn't even watch
minutes.
porn at that time.
Oh,
And
shit.
so I was telling a girlfriend of mine, like, oh yeah, 4 or 5 hours. She's like, what?
That's a workout.
I
Like,
was like, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, this is normal. I
yeah.
was like, no wonder he wanted to marry me.
Yeah, facts, facts.
Shit.
You know what? I'm not
Shout out.
yeah. Hopefully he sees this. I'm not surprised though. You got a Jamaican man. You're in Brooklyn. Yeah.
He was
it'd be
like in
that.
Flatbush or something. And I
Yo.
lived in Coscob, Connecticut. I would take the train to the city. He
Oh,
worked
no
in the city.
way.
And then I'd meet up with him after his work or whatever, and we'd take the
Right.
train down to Brooklyn all the time.
Wow.
And I'd stay there on the weekends or whatever. So but this is before Brooklyn got like its makeover with is it the Barclays Center and all that. So
Yeah.
it was before that. So I don't know what it's like now. I haven't been there in a long time.
I will say when you were there, it was probably more hood, more ghetto than
Probably.
it is now.
There was like a pizza place at the bottom of his building, and there was always like Russian mafia in
Oh,
there.
Jesus.
It was kind of scary to walk
Yeah,
by.
just a little bit.
Just
Just
like,
a little bit.
what's up, guys?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
coming in for a slice.
Dad, that's so funny. I can't believe that. That's such a good story.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
good.
So
There's even-
when I was talking about that, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking
they're
about.
Just, oh, something different. Oh,
But when you see those guys, because I remember listening to you on another podcast where you were saying like sometimes it's just a quick like 15 minutes,
mhm.
30. So is that is that what you're talking about for those type of guys where it's just like kind of in and out and like,
Yes.
okay.
Absolutely. So I have like my lower base price, right? Where I do like a quick visit and a half hour.
Okay.
And then I also offer an hour, but then I have like my gentleman prices, which is you're getting full on Ash Lauren, you're getting porn star, you're getting professional. I'm probably going to see you in Manhattan in some ritzy condo hotel that you're in. You're spending money. I want your money. Where like when I'm at home, I use those lower prices to kind of fill in. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
'Cause
feel
just happen
me?
to be home. And so it's
Yeah.
like, okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you, I'm addicted to it. I am so addicted to it. I I work 12, 16 hours a day. I don't stop. I don't stop. And I rather see the low end than the high end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna think a little bit like a dude right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, how many fucking guys is that in a day
A
typically?
lot.
Now I can see why maybe your labia, your kitty was a little extra large. Because
No, I promise I was born like
no, you were not. Bitch, we know the truth.
you just told me I'm so stretched out. Oh my God.
Stretch. Just a friction. Just swollen.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going like, no wonder
not
you're
stretched.
stretched up.
No, I'm not worried about that.
That is so funny. That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm like,
No.
oh my God.
No, I just mean it's funny because like you got the surgery, everything's
Yeah.
like
We're good now.
good now.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about that's
Back then.
that's a lot of clients.
A lot of lube. A lot of lube. I think the most I've probably had in a day is like 15. Quick visits back to back to back to back. It's like
Wow.
sometimes it's like a McDonald's drive-through. But I love it. I love it.
What do you do to take care of yourself? Because you've got to be able to like regroup your energy.
Mhm.
Like that's a lot
Mhm.
of not even talking about sex. If you're just talking about interacting with 15 different people, catering to their needs
Yeah.
like all day, every day,
Yeah.
you have to be able to replenish yourself. What do you do for that?
Well, now I use the gym as a mental outlet for sure. Back then, food, coffee. I was chain smoking cigarettes at one point. I don't do drugs. I've never in a day in my life done a drug. I don't even smoke weed. I rarely drink unless it's just social, hanging out. And most people can't believe that I do this shit sober. They cannot understand it because escorting and prostitution goes a lot with drug dealers and, that sort of thing. So they get caught up in it and they become addicted and they can't get out. And then all of a sudden you're down this rabbit hole where you've like lost all sense of reality, you know?
But I think a lot of the times, if that's the case, if there are other like substances involved, they're probably continuing the work not for the love of the work, but for the love of the substance.
Exactly.
You're different. You're doing it
Exactly.
because you love the work.
I love the work. I'm very, very blessed and thankful and so grateful that I love what I do. I've taken men's virginities. I've fulfilled men's fetishes that they never thought of, that they would fulfill. I've sometimes I'm even a therapist. They'll be nutting in 2 minutes and then we just talk for a few minutes and they're, oh, my wife at home, she doesn't have sex with me and so I end up over here and like you're just such an angel to me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you gotta go. Next one's coming. But like, so sometimes it's not even just a physical thing for them. It's sometimes a mental thing too. And God, I could talk forever about the crazy shit that I've seen and done. But at the end of the day, I love escorting and I've always loved it way more than shooting porn. Porn has always, sorry, corn. We're going with corn. Porn has always been my marketing and advertising, and I don't love to be in front of the camera. I love the one-on-one connection. It's different. It's different experiences. I'm giving these men so much that I sometimes don't even realize what I'm doing for them, So I've just always loved the in-person stuff so much more. So much more.
I think it's interesting because I've heard a lot of men who will say, I would never pay for sex. I would never pay for it. And I'm like, you already do. What, you're kidding yourself. I'm sorry to all the guys who think that you've never paid for it. You are kidding yourselves because dinners, all the dates, flowers, all the things, all the investment, all the time, and then maybe you're gonna get that thing that you want.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Yeah. And most of the time you don't.
And most of the time you don't. And it might take some more dates. You've already invested. I'm sorry. So you can pay for the thing that you want, or you can pay for the thing that you hope that you're gonna get.
Yes.
My point is that you're paying no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
Let's just not kid ourselves, okay?
And you know what's crazy too is when you really think about that, I talk to a lot of my clients and they're like, yo, I would rather come in here, spend my little bread, get my nut off, hang out for a minute, and be on my way. Because now you don't have to go on Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, all these dating websites to try to find some vagina, to find pussy. Like your wife at home's already not giving it to you, or maybe your girlfriend of a couple years or whatever. So now you can't even get on those apps because she's going to find you.
Mm-hmm.
So come to me. It's discreet. It's personable. We're going to have tons of fun.
And you're not trying to steal their men either.
Right.
It's a transaction. You're not.
Absolutely.
It's a lot safer, I think, in that sense of like,
Yep.
It's not. I'm not going to say it's not cheating. I'm just going to say it's like it's not an emotional.
Exactly. And you're going to see a professional.
Yes.
You're not just, it's almost like if you were to walk into like a rub and tug, you know what you're there for. I'm not trying to date your man. I don't want your man. Matter of fact, it's weird because when men pay me for sex, I'm turned on by it, but I'm not turned on by him. I'm turned on by the fact that I am so fucking hot that you're paying to be inside of me. You know what I'm saying? But like, then when it's over, I look at him and I'm like, did you just pay to fuck me? Like, that's so gross. Like, why is a man paying for pussy? But in the moment, it turns me on, and then.
So you don't like it. Wait, hold on. Now I'm confused by what you just said. So you're turned on by it, but then you're like, I'm not turned on by it?
I'm turned on in the sense of like you're paying to have sex with me, but I'm turned off in the sense of like I could never date a client. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like I look at them like you're paying for pussy. Like I get it.
So not relationship material is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you on that note, because as a sex worker, you're seeing relationships from a completely different vantage point. What do you feel like has been the most surprising to you from what you've learned about men or relationships from being on the other side of it, like from the sex work industry? I can't talk. Whatever I'm saying.
It's all good.
You got the point.
What has surprised me most is that I never realized how much men really cheat. It's mind-blowing. I'm so serious. If I did not see married men or men that have girlfriends, I would be broke. They're all cheating. They're all cheating. It's actually absurd. Like, I remember one time and I hope this man doesn't see this podcast, this poor man. I've been seeing him for almost since I started 6 years ago. And he would consistently see me like every couple of weeks. And there was one time where I had gone like a couple months without seeing him. And then he popped up out of nowhere and he texted me and he came through or whatever. And he's like, yeah, my wife just died today.
Oh.
And I'm like, your what? Your wife just died today and you're over here having sex with me, paying me for, like, where is your fucking priorities? Like, are we serious right now? You know what I'm saying? So like, it just is so mind blowing that people really aren't loyal to their significant others. They're really not faithful. They're not honest. And for me, coming into the industry, I was monogamous. I was born and raised monogamous. Now I practice a polyamorous lifestyle, and it's still, I have struggles with it. It's not easy, but I just wish that partners could be more honest with each other and upfront with each other. Like, hey, I might be feeling like this sex is getting boring. Just be honest. This sex is boring. Let's go to a lifestyle party. Let's go have fun with another couple. Whether you pay for it or you just meet another couple or, it's just be honest. It's just be honest. That's all I can really say.
What do you think is happening in the relationships, though, that kind of make men want to do that, though?
I think it's a mix of two different things, and there might be some additives behind the scenes or whatever, but I think the two main things is one, your significant other just isn't having sex with you. You're lonely. You're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, but you're feeling alone, and your partner isn't giving you any satisfaction, any type of sex, whether she's a stay-at-home mom, whether she's, had a hysterectomy and it might be painful or whatever the case is. You're not getting at the end of the day. The other thing I would say is that, and I've found this also kind of surprising through my last 6 years of escorting, is that it's an adrenaline rush to cheat. It's a huge adrenaline rush, and they get off on it. They love it. So it's almost like, hey, I'm getting it at home. It's just I want something new. It's exciting. It's like a new adventure, a new experience. It's all new, when you're meeting a man and you guys go out on your first date and you're like, oh, he's so cute, whatever. Like, they get that giddy feeling. They get that adrenaline rush, and it's exciting for them. So that, I think it's the two that are like the most prevalent reasons why people are cheating.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
So this has shaped how you look at relationships. So now you've changed from monogamous to polyamorous.
Yes.
And are you so straight, just men only, or what's that like?
I struggle with, I go back and forth every day. I love eating pussy. I love women. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I could date a woman. I have to have that dominance in my life from a man, and I want it. I could fuck a girl every day of the week. I just could not seriously end up with one,
You can play with one, but you don't want to keep it.
Exactly.
Keep her,
Go
whatever.
home. Go home. Go home.
It was fun.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, call me next week. Yeah, exactly. But I would say I'm bisexual for sure, because I definitely have a whole lot of interest in women. So bisexual, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've done some scenes. Like, I would love to do something with you, but I'm pretty straight. So
I know. You've told me that before. Yeah.
Can we bring a guy into the mix?
Yeah, we could do that. We don't have to touch each other at all. We can just.
I mean, that's not fun. I'm into that part. It's just like I'm not turned on by women, but I think women are beautiful, and I think their bodies are amazing. And like, my background with massage, like, the first time I tried to have a sensual massage for a woman. I gave her a sensual massage, and it was incredible for me because I'd never done it before.
Right.
And I was like, I don't even know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Totally worked. And I was like, did you fake that shit? That was like too easy. She's like, no. Like, for real. Like, off camera, I asked her. She was like, no, it was real.
Wow.
I got it like that.
Oh, so this was all on camera.
I put it on camera, yeah, because I was like, I'd never done this with a woman before.
Right.
So I'm going to try it. And it was just my hands. I didn't use anything else. It was just my hands.
That's incredible.
I got mad massage skills. What?
You got magic, sis, because I don't think I could do that. I'm more of like, I got to use my mouth. I got to use my tongue, little finger, like, I don't think I could just DJ it out for her.
Well, it wasn't. It was more internal. It was
okay.
It was the
got it.
things.
The spot. Yeah, got you. All right. Well, good for you.
Thanks.
Shit.
Well, okay. So before we like wrap up here, I just want to know, like, when you're not working, which it sounds like you work a lot, and you're not traveling and you're not shooting, like, what do you do other than working out? Like, is there anything else you do that would surprise people? Like, any hobbies or something that you just decompress with?
Gamer. Just video games, and I never even have time to do that anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I recently, a couple months ago, like, as I was kind of at the end of my recovery from my surgeries, I started streaming on Twitch. I barely ever get a chance to, but I would say video games for sure.
What are your games?
Call of Duty. It's always
I've
been.
never played that. I've never.
The way I wish I could drop this mic right now.
Or throw it at me.
Or throw it at you. And Call of Duty changed my life in so many ways.
How does a video game change your life?
It got me out of depression. It got me out of anxiety. It kept me to be social. It brought a lot of confidence to me. Like I was saying, I used to be like, back then when I first started playing, there was like no other girl gamers. Now all of a sudden they're everywhere because you can stream and you can, throw out whatever. God, we're gonna have to beep so many things.
I know. Thanks for all the editing work.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, so there's just Call of Duty has completely changed my life, and video games overall. Video games overall have definitely molded me into the person that I am today and put me into this career path, and no regrets at all. So that's, that's why I have the whole, I keep hitting this damn mic. You're in my way. This whole gamer piece, because it's a symbol of who I am and what I represent. And, it's yeah, even beyond that, like it put me into this industry, literally. So Call of Duty is like the love of my life forever. And funny enough, I actually am here this weekend because the Call of Duty Championships is happening at the Mandalay Bay
Are
Convention
you
Center. And I'm
serious?
staying at the Luxor, so all the gamers are everywhere. Yeah, I ran into my favorite streamer today and I was like shaking, like as if like somebody came to meet me in person and they're like, holy shit, it's Ash Lauren. No, I've been subscribed to this man for 7 years. Take
Wow.
my money. Like, he's funny, he's super entertaining. And I ran into him like walking to the elevator and I stopped him and he's like, holy shit. And I'm like,
Did he know
"You're-"
who you were?
Yeah, it took him a minute. It took him a minute, but he's like, Ashley? And I gave him like a huge hug, And I was like,
Wow.
it's such a pleasure to meet you. Like, you've no idea. Like, and he's somebody that I tune into when I'm bored, and I guess that could be a decompression too. Like, I watch a lot of gaming streams, and yeah, I'm not a huge like movie or show person. I'm more just video games, esports. That's my thing.
I love that. And you get
Uh,
to kind of end it on like, and I met my guy today. Like I met the
I did,
streamer that I
yeah.
follow. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. Well, this has been fun, and I feel like I have so many more things I want to ask you, but I don't want to keep you here all day. Will you
Yeah,
come back?
yeah. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Yeah,
Yay!
absolutely. This has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for
Thank
having me.
you.
It's
And I want to
amazing.
come to Brooklyn.
Let me know. Let me know now that you've lost your
Coming.
virginity in Brooklyn. Come on back, sis. I got
I
you.
love it. We'll come back anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.